Governor, thanks for taking questions. Your campaign, I have seen, has already started to campaign off of MLB moving the game. Democrats have already started politicizing Senate Bill 202, which you signed. What do you make of this politicization, and what kind of impact do you think it'll have on the 2022 election cycle?
Hey, I'm in the fight, politically and as the governor of the state of Georgia. And we have two choices. We can let the other side, outflank us, out-politicize us, or we can get in the fight with them. And that's what we're doing. I mean, this is a call to everyone, not only in Georgia, but all across the country, to wake up and to get in the fight and to help us in that fight, because they are coming for you next. I mean, what sport are they going after now? What event are they going to go after? What convention? What are they going to do if the Braves make the playoffs? They going to move the damn playoff game? I mean, they're going to move it. They're going to move it to other states that have more restrictive voting than we have. I mean, we're going to gauge everything on that. Then as Congressman Ferguson said, you don't believe in what the Constitution says. Our founders of this country created elections at the state level, and this came out 50 years after the signing, creating our country. The reason they did that was it would be harder to have foreign interference on our elections. That is more prevalent today than ever. And that's why, and you can go back and document the record. When I was Secretary of State, even when other of my colleagues, other Secretary of States, were pushing agendas in places like California and Oregon and other places about vote by mail, same-day voter registration, no photo ID, all these different things. I didn't like that. I thought it was a bad idea from having secure elections, but also supported their right to do that because of what the Constitution said. And that is what all of this is about. They are trying to pressure these corporations into supporting H.R. 1 and S.R. 1 to undermine our elections in the states and make an unconstitutional power grab in Washington, D.C.
This is our last question.
Governor Kemp, my name is Abednego Don. I'm a Georgia resident. I live in Gwinnett County. I appreciate your coverage. We all join you in communicating this not only in Georgia, but nationally as well. My question is this: how is it that in-person voting requires identification, yet we fuss and fight over requiring identification for absentee ballot?
Well, thank you for that, and thank you for being here. And I think you make a very good point about the photo or voter ID requirement. And I will just tell you, on behalf of a lot of my friends in the General Assembly, some of them that I served with myself when I was in the legislature, there has been a lot of thoughtful discussion about how we do that and answer those questions. Well, what if you don't have a copy machine at your house and you can't include a photo ID? That's why you have where you can simply write the numbers down and other ways that you can request an absentee ballot. And again, I looked at this morning because I had a question about this on the free voter ID requirement. And if you don't have one, how you can go about getting that at your county elections office, at Department of Driver Services places around the state. Early in my days of being in the Secretary of State's office, we actually had, and I know when Governor Perdue was here, there was mobile vans and buses that would go around and help people get voter IDs if they did not have one. That all still exists in our state. I doubt there's very many people that do not have. I doubt there are many people that do not have an ID, but for those that may be in that situation, if they're elderly or whatever the situation may be, there are easy remedies to fixing that situation to make sure that everyone can vote, but that they can do it securely, which is one of the greatest rights and opportunities that we have as Georgians and Americans. Thank you all for being here.